From a pimp's point of view, there's only one game. And the game is the worker and the workee, the person that you either work or you work for somebody. And if you ain't the boss, somebody's pimping you. Somebody is moving you to get their paper. And you gotta know that. And the key to being a hoe is just being a good hoe about it and go ahead and get that money till you can put yourself in that position. But yeah, if you break it down, when a pimp meets a girl, he puts her into a coat and some bathing suit and some pumps, makes her look good. When a label meets an artist, they give them a budget. They choose them and they say, I think you can make me money. I choose a bitch. I say, I think you can make me some money. You seem to want to. The average artist walks into a record label who is a pimp and says, please pimp me, put me out there. I need to be out. What's the first thing an artist say when they come? Put me out there. So you say you want to go on the track. So what I do is I'll give you money. I'll make you look good. Now you get out there and you sell me some records. You sell me some pussy. See, there's a parallel. Now, they say you shake yourself, break yourself when you see a pimp. So when the bitch is on the street and she see her pimp roll up, she walk a little harder, move her ass a little harder, and she breaks herself. But when you an artist and the label management walks in and you on the stage, you dancing harder. You trying to get it off. You trying to show your pimp you a good hoe. You know what I'm saying? And you get that money. Now the pimp does not fall in love. He makes love, right? He makes love on the level of the difference between the power of a gorilla over a human being. It may be 100 to 1. When a pimp falls off into a bitch's head, he puts her in a state of suspended animation. I can knock a bitch into a coma. It's just like she has never felt love on this level. The thing of it is, I ain't falling in love. She's falling in love. Now, when the record label turns you out and says, yo, we gonna make you a star, and here's the limo, and here's all the advantages of being with me, you get turned out. But the artist turns around and says, yo, Warner Brothers loves me. They don't love you. They just love the money you can make. Now, a pimp never treats a hoe better than the money she's bringing in. So I don't give a fuck how much they love you, but if you sit in that office and Prince walks in, you got to go because Prince makes more money. And they even want you to see that they treat him a little better because they want you to work up to that level of that other hoe. You know what I'm saying? Now, the pimp is going to work you till you burn out, busted, or dead. And at that point, he going to have him a new hoe because the key to the game is cop and blow. Every time you lose one, you got to catch two. So just because I fell in love with you as a hoe, don't mean I ain't knocked two younger, cuter ones that are ready to take your place. So just as soon as the label says, well, we got you and we love you, don't think there's not more hoes coming through the door. And as soon as you fall off, they're going to put another one right into your place. And then you up for the grim awakening of this pimp did not really love me. And you sitting there crying. Now, the only chance an artist has in this pimp hoe game of the record business is realizing that this pimp record label does not love you, that you are a hoe. Work like a real good hoe, get the money, take the percentage, and put yourself in the position where you can pimp yourself one day, and then you ain't got to run it like that.
This nigga came with some shit, man. This nigga, like if you don't get the shit down, like I don't know what else needs to fucking happen. Like this is like the greatest analogy in music business history, nigga. Let's come on, let's get this shit going.
My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond.
My name is Dorian from Group82Music.com. Right here we got Ice-T talking about how record labels pimp artists. So for those of y'all that don't know Ice-T, his name's Tracy Morrow. Y'all probably know him from Law and Order, but a lot of y'all probably don't know that this man has basically invented gangster rap. Like Schoolie D was the first person to really have a gangster rap record, and then Ice-T came right behind him in the mid 80s. I want to say 1986. And he had 6 in the morning. And that was like the first introduction to gangster rap. Like everybody, NWA, Snoop, anybody who you consider like a major gangster rap artist, they all cite Ice-T as the first one to actually do that. And Ice-T cites Schoolie D from New York, so shout out to Schoolie D. And right here, man, this gives you a background on him because Ice-T was a Crip and obviously he used to be a pimp. And also it shows you how business truly is. specifically the record business. They look at you like a hoe. That's all you are, is a hoe to them. When we put you out on the block, when we train you, when we dress you up if you're an artist, when we give you the limo, when we have you on the flights, when we do all these things, how much money are we gonna get back for that investment? That's how they look at you. And if you a good pimp, you gonna have multiple hoes. You're not gonna have one. These record labels, they got thousands of artists. You probably only know about 20 or 30 of them, and they looking at the ones who are making the most money, and that's the ones they give their attention to. Just like a pimp on the streets. He's not gonna pay attention to the crack hoe who's only sucking 2 dicks a night. He wants homegirl that's fucking 10 niggas a night at $100 a wop. She's giving me $1,000 a night. You doing two $25 blowjobs, you give me $50 a night. Like, which one am I gonna pay more attention to? The record labels view the exact same way. You see these other videos of dudes like Bobby Shmurda and some of these other cats, they go inside these record labels and they dancing on top of tables. Nigga, you being a good hoe. You being a tap dancing coon. This is how the record business views you. This video is from the 90s and ain't shit changed except the technology. Why do you want to be somebody's hoe? I'm a grown ass man. Ain't no motherfucker about to pimp me. Like Ice-T said, be a good hoe and own your shit. I do the shit that I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it. I took control of this. I took control of my career, and you can do the exact same thing. There's no reason for this analogy to apply to you. And there's a lot of artists who were signed, who were verified on IG, who gonna be watching this shit, and this shit applies to them. And you're gonna feel bad about it, as you should. You are worth way more than that. These record labels view you like a piece of furniture. You are a line on the balance sheet, but you ain't gotta deal with that shit no more. You can be an independent artist and make your own money if you build a brand. And that's what we help you do here at Group82Music.com. We help you build a brand from the very beginning in the one-on-one coaching session where I talk to you about your brand. I dissect everything to all the way to the end where we put you on 20 Spotify playlists. Click the link in the bio and see all the services we offer. Because if you don't want to be a hoe, you got to take control of yourself. Because if you waiting to be signed, you ain't nothing but somebody's bitch. It is what it is. That shit hurts your feelings. Get the fuck over it. I'm out the pond. Y'all stay true.
Do you see this hashtag too lit? Do you see this?
Group82music.com.